Very good morning, friends. I hope all you are doing well. So today's topic is very important from the interview and knowledge point of view. That is identity and access management part number one. So since this is a very big topic, so I had divided into particular part wise. In next session, we will discuss about part two, part three like that. So guys, without time wasting, let's start the part one session of AWS identity and access management. So let's start with the definition of IAM and what is the purpose of this one, because interviewer wants to know that have you the basic knowledge of this particular one or not. So candidate should have asked that IAM is our identity and access management. Simply, IAM tells us about who are you and what you want. Who are you means this says our identity part. What you want means your authorization angle. So means guys, it's authenticate and provide authorization to use the cloud resources. So by definition, we can say that Amazon Web Services identity and access management is a web service that helps you to securely control access to the resources. Also, I am to control who is authenticate, right? Who is authenticate? That is signed in and authorized. That is the permissions to use the resources. So guys, this is all about the IAM is. Next slide. Yes, why AWS advised not to use the root account? Guys, very important question. This question is saying that root account should not be used. Now the question is arising that how can we work without using the root account? Yes, the answer is here. As per the AWS, ideal root account should not be regularly used, right? If you are an admin, then you have to, create a super user and provide all super privileges. Use this account to manage the further child accounts, right? This is advisable because actions cannot be reverted if anything goes wrong by the root user. So guys, by logging in the particular root users, right, create a super user who have all the access very similarly to the root account, right? So that we can manage the further child accounts via the super users, guys, right? Because anything goes wrong by the root, it is non-revertible. That's why. Next slide. Is there any limit in IAM to create the number of users and groups etc. in AWS? Yes. So IAM user limit is 5,000 per AWS account, right? 10 users we can create at a single time, right? 300 user groups we can create by one AWS account. So these settings are actually default. We can also increase or decrease by the approval given by the AWS. So guys, we have to request the AWS if we want to modify some settings changes here. Next slide. Yes, this is very important question. Guys, these features of IAM, actually these questions would not be asked in interview, but from the knowledge point of view, this is very important. Okay, so I had included this. So let's start, guys. What are the feature of IAM? So there are actually 7 or 8 by default features, right? So number one is shared access to your AWS account. That means you can create or you can grant other people permission to administer and use resources in your AWS, right, account without sharing your password and access key. Guys, in today's world, right, if we want to check your Gmail, right, then I need your credential, right? But in AWS, your password is not required, right? You will provide a different user ID password from where he will give access to me to watch your Gmail, right? So this is the settings we have here. So shared access is a very good features without sharing the master's user ID and password. Next one is guys, permission by particular granular. Guys, what is granular? As the name says that level by level. That means guys, level by level permissions AWS is providing the features. So you can grant permission to peoples according to their skills, right, their levels. um, for an instance, you can allow 100% privilege access for EC2, guys. For example, S3 DynamoDB, Redshift, etc. While other users, you can allow only read access to EC2 buckets, or other to write access to EC2 billings only, right? So guys, we can bifurcate the users access by the granular permissions, right? For example, if we want the users to work only on EC2, right, S3 and Dynamo and Redshift, right? So we can give the access to that particular users for that particular applications skills, and the next user, if we want that he or she should have the read-only access for EC2 buckets, so we will provide the access accordingly, and similarly for EC2 billing only. So all over, guys, we can divide the roles and responsibility according to the skills level we have hired. Number D is secure access to AWS resources for application that run on EC2 instances. Guys, very important feature this is. Guys, for example, EC2 instance is attached to S3 storage database, right? For example, so by these features we can restrict the users to access the cascading elements, right? What are the cascading elements here? S3 storage is the cascading element here, so we can restrict the user to access the cascading elements like S3 storage, and similarly for other elements here, right? Guys, guys, for example, we have EC2 and we have four resources, right? I want one resources to use the EC2 only. Next resources I want to use the S3 storage only. So guys, I can restrict both the users to particular restrict the other resources as well. So this is a benefit. Next is multi-factor authenticator. I hope this word is very familiar among the associates. So you have been provided an extra layer of security, right, by enabling the virtual or physical code which is changing time to time, or in every 2 to 3 minutes. So guys, virtual code devices, what are these? Like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, or any other particular third-party applications which are available on stores, right? And the physical devices, like we have hard device of RSA secure ID. So these are the certain multi-factor authenticator. So overall, guys, multi-factor authenticator is an extra level of security being applied during the access of applications. Next slide. Yes, identity trust federation, guys, very important. This one, this particular feature is, what is this? Let us try to understand. So hope you know that during login, sometimes this application offered that you can also log in via Gmail, right, or Facebook. That means we can use a Gmail or Facebook ID for login in that applications, right? So by these features, I am telling that we can merge your organization's credentials which you can manually added in the AWS account. So this is the additional features here. Similarly, as I explained you, we can create the trust manually during login in AWS, and hence we can log in from our company credential as well, right? That means we are allowing AWS to trust on our company datas. Next is PCI compliant, very important agenda this is. So IAM support the processing, storing and transmission of cards by merchant or service providing as being compliant with PCI-DSS, right? That means there are very minimum check from the IAM point of view if the particular merchant or service provider is PCI-DSS compliant. Next interview question is, as we know, AWS is charging as per you use in instances, right? So does creation, modification and deletion of users via IAM is also chargeable separately? No, guys, IAM is completely free to use. However, user created by IAM and further he or she will use the instance, that is chargeable. So guys, I hope you understood these questions, and I hope you all have noted down. So guys, I mean, next topic we will cover about the part 2 IM interviews questions. One more thing guys, if you need any help during your interviews journey, let me know, right? Kindly comment, and I hope these videos are really helps you. Thank you so much.